Okay, everyone, you lucky people, the second of a double whammy for tonight. Tum memorat. Then he cries, my friend Hospes, ne vero, ne profecto. No, indeed, do not. Quare, do not ask, I beg. Quem, which casum, which fortune. Oh, look, this is slightly easier because I've made it a little bit bigger. Quem casum, which fortune the portenta, the portents bring, the portents symbolize. So do not, my friend, do not, I beg you, profecto indeed, do not ask what fate the portents bring, the portents bode. Ego poscor, I am summoned by Olympus. Hoc signum, this sign, the goddess Diva Creatrix, the goddess who created me, the goddess who gave birth to me, kicking it, foretold that she would, Misuram said that she would send if war was beckoning, maybe, if war was at hand, and that as help, and that she would bring through the air, that La Turam, that she would bring La Turam through the air, the arms that have been made by Vulcan, literally the arms of Vulcan Auxilio, as help. Heu, alas, what quanti, lots of apostrophe here, what slaughter awaits the pitiful Laurentines, the pitiful Latins. Quas poinas, what a punishment, what a penalty, what a price, Turnus, you will pay to me. More apostrophe. Quam multa, another apostrophe, tricolon of apostrophes. How many, quam multa, scuta, shields and helmets and brave bodies of men, bodies of brave men, transferred epithet again here, maybe representing the turning over of the Tiber in the river. Father Tiber will turn over under his waves, will sweep under his waves. Acies poscant, I like this bit. Let them call for battle lines, and let them break their treaties. Do we think that's a reference to the breaking of the treaty? The breaking of the treaty in the last book with the slaughtering of the stag, etc., etc. With these words said, when he said these words, he rose up, he rose up ab alto from his lofty solio, from his lofty throne, and first he quickens the slumbering and primum. First he excitat, he stirs up the slumbering altars with fire to Hercules. So we get to see the religious, philosophical of those three areas that we talked about here. So he's still remembering his religion. And he Tacitus, Litus, not Tacitus, and he happily, gladly approaches the La of yesterday. Make sure you look through the notes to know about the difference between the Lares and the Penates. So you've got the Lares and the Penates. Lares, kind of household gods. The Penates, the gods of the well, I suppose you could say, you've actually got, John Tuckfield talks about these. I'm actually going to quote him now as we go through there. The Lares were the protecting gods for a family or a community, while the Penates are the gods of the store cupboard. I like here this that I've read before, the past and the future, that you've got the sort of the ancestry, and then the Penates, the gods of the household stores for the future that you would pray to. Anyway, past, present, and future. Question A, he approaches happily. Gladly he approaches the La, yesterday's La. This may have been from the religious ceremony that he was doing yesterday, and the lowly parvos and the lowly parvos penates, the lowly household gods that he brought over with him, remember, in Book 2 from Troy. Maktat, here you've got the sacrificing. He sacrifices. Not who he sacrifices, sorry. Equally, so here, Evander, equally the Trojan warriors offer for sacrifice, Maktat, offer for sacrifice the bidentes, the ewes that have been chosen according to custom. So lots of religious culture, religious practice that we can throw in here, which is an important part actually of it. Traiana, equally Evander, equally the Trojan youth. After this, or next, he goes to the ships and he revisits. Post hinc, next he goes to the ships and he revisits. So next, he gradator, goes to the ships and he revisits his crewmates, his allies, his men, whose number he revisits his men, of whom, from the number of whom, we'll actually say, from the number of whom, some of whom, of whose number he chooses legate, the bravest or the foremost, literally the outstanding ones in bella, in valor, in virtuti, the outstanding ones in courage, to sequantur, to follow him into war. The other part is brought down the stream and segnis and gently float with the secundo amni, with the favouring current. The remaining part is brought down the stream. The remaining part is brought down the stream and prona l'acqua is brought down the stream. The remaining part is brought prona aqua down the stream and floats gently with the secundo amni, with the favouring current, that they will bring news to Ascanius of their father's deeds, and so they'll bring news to Ascanius of his father and of his deeds. Horses are given, equi, to the Teucris, are given to the Trojans, seeking petentibus the Tyrrhenian fields. Ducunt, they lead forth for Aeneas. Ducunt exhortem, they lead forth for Aeneas, a chosen steed, whom fulva, a lion's skin, a pellis leonis, a tawny, browny yellow, means tawny, whom a tawny lion's skin completely covers, shining with its gold claws, with its ungubis ad ace. Suddenly, subito, note the speed there, subito, suddenly, fame, spreading, rumour, let's say, not fame. Fame sounds very 2025. Of course, there might be people listening to this in years to come, like a time capsule. Suddenly, rumour spreading through the little town flies. So suddenly spreading through the little town, rumour flies that horsemen are ire, that equites, that horsemen, are speeding to the shores of the Tyrrhenian king. Suddenly spreading through the little town, there flies the rumour that horsemen are going fast to the, do you want to say the shores? I want to say to the doorway, to the doorstep of the king. In alarm, metu, in fear. I like this symbol of mothers scared of the warfare. I kind of feel that it's a representation of Virgil's humanitas that we've talked about before. In fear. So in addition to all the excitement of it, we've also got people that are scared. That's human. Suddenly, spreading through the little town, there flies a rumour that horsemen are speeding to the door of the Tyrrhenian king. In fear, mothers double their prayers, duplicant their vota. Mothers double their prayers, and mothers double their vows. Fear comes closer. Timor it, fear comes closer because of the periculo, because of the danger. And the image of the war god of Mars appears now greater. And the image of Mars now appears greater. Then Father Evander, clasping the hand, then Father Evander Complexus, clasping the right hand of his son as he is going, then the Father Evander having clasped the right hand of his son as he is going, clings to him, Hiret, weeping, lacrimans, unstoppingly, insatiably, unendingly, weeping unendingly, I like, and speaks thus. That we will continue next time. Well done, everybody. Yes, see you soon. See you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.